It's been the home of the Chiefs since 1972. GEHA Field at Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City. The winner moves on to the AFC Championship game. This should be some battle. Off we go here in the divisional round. The return team gonna let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Wow, indecision right away. Delay of game to start this drive. They'll start this on the ground with Johnson. Not much. 2nd and long coming up. From the shotgun, it's Ritter. In trouble, and he's going to be taken down.
Well, here early on, if this pass rush continues to get home at this rate, this is going to be a long day for this offense. They're going to have to put some extra guys in there, mix in some play action, keep this pass rush off balance.
From the gun on 3rd down, here's Ritter. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down.
This offense has to find a way to be better on 1st and 2nd down, Mike. Living in these 3rd and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
This one fielded out beyond the 25. And he's going to be brought down after a short return. And that's where his team will get possession of the football. Off the RPO, they'll get it to Brown. They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. Throwing from the gun. Here's Patrick. Right back to Brown. He's got it again. And they'll get him down after a gain of 5, but that is enough for a 1st down.
Receiver just finds himself in a really nice groove, and There's these weird times in the game, Mike, where it just seems like every ball comes your way, every play they call, you're wide open, and you just find yourself in one of those grooves that athletes talk about. So they got to continue to ride the hot hand, because right now on that field, there's no mistaking who it is.
Here's Patrick. He'll throw it on first down. He'll get that complete to Isaiah Pacheco.
They were able to complete this pass, but how often do we see these running backs run these angle routes and they catch it in stride and run a hole through the defense? So, the defense gave up some yards here, but it could have been a lot worse.
A good spot here, 2nd and a yard. Slot man in motion left. Mahomes now to throw again. Firing right side, brought in by Brown. And they'll take this down inside the 35.
And he's come out of the game on fire here, Mike, early. He's yet to throw an incompletion on this opening drive. And as he now approaches the opponent's side of the field and they start thinking points on that other sideline, this defensive play caller has to be looking at that call sheet saying, what can I do to slow this guy down? Because with the way this game has started, he could be in for a big day. The key to running the read option, Mike, is that the timing has to be just right. If it's too slow getting going, a lot of the times defenders can get in the backfield and cause havoc, and that's exactly what happened here.
Mahomes now to throw on 2nd down. That's caught downfield. It's Kelsey. That's his first grab of this divisional round matchup, and it's good for the first down as well.
They've done a nice job spreading the ball around. Make the defense have to account for as many different weapons as possible here early. But think back to our conversation with this coaching staff, Mike. They identified this guy as someone they needed to get involved early and often, so that might be his first target. I don't think it's going to be his last.
He'll swing one out wide to Pacheco. And he will get into the end zone. Isaiah Pacheco. Touchdown, Kansas City. Butker's extra point is good. And the Chiefs are out to a 7-0 lead here in this divisional playoff matchup. $7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Play action. It's Ritter. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. It's incomplete. DK Metcalf was the intended target. And it'll be 2nd down. Austin brought in motion. On 2nd down, Ritter. He's going to look for the home run ball. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
It's not often, Mike, that everything breaks right for this type of return off of an interception. But, boy, is it beautiful when it does. I mean, look at the defenders just flip around and become blockers, trying to spring their guy to the house. Great athleticism, some great moves on his part. I mean, he's going to have some of his offensive teammates looking over their shoulder for their position.
They get 14 out of the screen, and it's a first down.
This is a tale as old as time, Mike. It seems that anytime a team forces a takeaway, fumble, or interception, the ensuing drive starts with a shot, a deep play in the air to try to seize on some of that momentum. You just saw a great example of it here.
And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down.
Well defended there. The quarterback's trying to attack this defense outside the numbers. Those really wide angle throws near the sideline sometimes can be very hard to defend. So give a lot of credit to this secondary. They were all on the same page, and the ball falls incomplete.
They motion the slot man left. On second down, Mahomes. He'll get this complete to Worthy. And he'll be stopped short of the first down. He's able to look it in and get forward for a pickup of about 8. Now a 3rd and 2. What? Here's 3rd and 2. Throwing again, it's Mahomes. That's in the end zone and intercepted. Picked off by Peyton Wilson.
So much of that play comes down to the defender's positioning. Being able to get himself to a spot to get his hands on the ball and a chance at that pick. Mike, when that ball was thrown, me and you are sitting here saying, that's a touchdown. And instead, they force a turnover, and now their offense is back on the field.
So the drive begins with a give to Johnson. Past the 45. A big run. They finally get to him and bring him down.
Well, I'm not sure you're going to find a better example of just pure speed in the open field than that run right there. I mean, when he got past the first wave, you got the sense that he might just be able to outrun everybody on the field.
1st and 10. Austin brought in motion. Throwing now. Ritter on 1st down. Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him.
And now we're seeing the game for each team trading blows, trying to establish control over the other. Nice chunk play on the previous play. The defense responds back with a sack, and we'll see which team can establish a little bit more of this control as the game unfolds.
He'll push forward for about a yard. Nick Bolton, the linebacker, there for the stop. Third and long. From the gun, it's Ritter. Pass taken in by Johnson. And he'll get a good chunk of that yardage back, but he's still well short of the first down.
When you throw the ball short of the sticks on 3rd down, you're relying heavily on the yards after the catch. So give credit to the defense here. Once the ball carrier had the ball, multiple guys around him, corralled him, take him down short of the sticks.
York's kick is good. And the Steelers are on the board. It's 7-3.
And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. Here's the third-year man, Isaiah Pacheco. And good blocking up front, paving the way for a gain of 8 on the ground. Here's 2nd and 2. On play action, it's Mahomes. He's going to let this one go for Worthy. And he'll take it on in. Xavier Worthy. Touchdown, KC. The extra point by Butker is good. And the Chiefs extend their advantage to 14-3. So now it's Butker following the touchdown to send this one away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. Here's 1st and 10. Quickly to Freiermuth on the RPO. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
The timing of these RPO concepts, that's the entire key. Remember, Mike, in the college game, they get a 3-yard window that they're allowed to be downfield even on a forward pass. That's not the rule in the NFL. These decisions have to be made quickly. If not, even after a good pickup, you could be coming back due to a flag.
And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. On 1st and 10, it's Ritter. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up 2nd down.
You know, it's hard to speculate, Mike. We sit up here and we try to just interpret and assume what's going on in the minds of the players and the minds of the coaches, but they seem to me to be a little bit rattled. All these negative plays have really started to pile up in the first half. He's got to settle down, have some more efficiency on these early downs, and get his offense into some sort of rhythm.
And they're going to work this down inside the 45. Now it's Johnson. And he'll be brought down right around the 40. Chris Jones, the All-Pro, there on the tackle. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. On play action, Ritter. And he'll just bite the bullet and throw this one away. That was a good idea. Didn't force anything there. But now it's going to bring up 3rd down.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
We're going to try to pick this up on 3rd and 8. Out of the gun, it's Ritter. He'll go right and find his running back. His 2nd grab on this drive, good for 11 yards, but most importantly, a 1st down.
That last completion's going to go a long way towards at least finishing this 2-minute drive, Mike, with some points. You're already in field goal range, so now the idea is continue to work the clock down, take a couple shots at the end zone. You want to get points, ideally a touchdown, but either way, you have the ball last before the end of the 2nd quarter.
He's going to be marked down at the 12-yard line.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play. And There wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest. And that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players...
And he kept that play alive as long as he could, but the rush eventually gets to him and takes him down.
It's just so hard to get anything going when you're just not confident running your own system. And all these early sacks, yes, they kill drives. But think what it does to the quarterback. The quarterback just can't be confident operating out of the pocket. There's no rhythm, there's no timing, and everything you planned on doing today coming in is out the window.
Here's Johnson. And he'll pick his way forward, a gain of about 5. And that's going to set up 3rd down. To throw is Ritter. He is in. Touchdown, Steelers. The defense comes up with the coverage, but they cannot keep up with the speed as the quarterback scrambles to the end zone for the touchdown.
And down here in the red zone, Mike, is where I think a quarterback's legs can be the most dangerous. The defenders are trying to match backs, match tight ends and receivers, but often it's the quarterback that has no one assigned to him, and in this case, he's able to capitalize and run it in himself.
They didn't leave much time on the clock to put together a drive here at the end of the first half, and the kickoff's coming their way. This one will be taken in the end zone, no run back forthcoming, and the ball coming out to the 30-yard line. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. Out of the gun, here's Mahomes. He'll get this complete to Pacheco. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one.
We've really seen both teams have a lot of success moving the ball throughout this entire first half, and just seems this possession's going to be more of the same as they start this drive.
On 1st and 10, it's Mahomes. To the sideline, and what a catch, and what a great job to keep the feet alive. Inbounds as good as you can do it. Remember, he had the touchdown catch the last time they had the football. Here, he's got a 1st down. From the shotgun, it's Mahomes. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away, and that'll set up 2nd down.
So defensively, there's always the initial pass coverage plan, and then when that breaks down and the quarterback goes into scramble mode, how fast can you then move on to the 2nd phase and what they call plaster, meaning find the nearest receiver and almost play a man-to-man. And it's exactly what they did here, and there was nowhere for the ball to go, and he's forced to just throw it away.
To the air once more, it's Mahomes. Down the field, he's got Kelsey. And he's out of bounds, but they are in the red zone, out inside the 20. The future Hall of Famers connect. Mahomes to Kelsey one more time for a Chiefs 1st down. Harrison Butker on now for the field goal. This from 34 yards. Butker's kick is good. And the Chiefs will open up a touchdown lead. It's now 17-10.
And that's a really nice boost here before the break. I mean, you work the clock well. You're able to steal some points. The biggest thing is you're able to build a little momentum now going into the locker room at halftime.
And he's going to bring it out from the middle of the end zone. Not much on the return. They'll stop him at the 17. Set to go now on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Ritter. And that is incomplete. One final chance does not work out. Time has expired. The first half has come to an end. Coach, thank you. Both teams trying to find the right formula to come out on top in this second half. These two teams fighting to get to that AFC Championship game next Sunday. Back to it here. The third quarter underway. This kick is fielded in the end zone, but no move to bring it out. It's touchback, and that ball will come out to the 30-yard line. The drive begins with a run by Pacheco. And a nice tackle in the open field limits the game to only one. Here's 2nd and 9. Throwing from the gun. Here's Patrick. And he'll just bite the bullet and throw this one away. That was a good idea. He didn't force anything there. But now it's going to bring up 3rd down.
Here's the quarterback doing everything in his power to extend this play, and none of his guys could get open. You got to see someone separate, work with your quarterback, go into scramble second reaction mode, and let's also give some credit to the back end doing a nice job plastering with their assignment, and he had no choice but to throw it away.
Mahomes going to throw here on 3rd down. He's got his man. He finds Worthy. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a 1st down.
3rd downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on 3rd downs, that is a recipe for success.
And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down. They'll work now on 2nd and 4. Right back to the air from Mahomes. This caught right side by Worthy. And the tackle's going to be made down at the 40-yard line.
Really nice play there by Xavier Worthy. And if I'm a defensive coordinator around the league, and I'm thinking to myself, Mike, how do I stop this Chiefs offense? How do I stop Mahomes and Kelsey? Well, they just add a wide receiver that has the fastest 40-yard dash time in the history of the NFL Combine. I mean, the ability to take the top off, the ability to make those secondary players play that much deeper and open up everything else underneath. When he gets up and running, and he really finds his groove in this league, this scary offense just got a little bit scarier.
Smith-Schuster, the man in motion. There he goes again. Give him 11 on the scramble and give them a new set of downs.
Mike, the defensive line rush plan is critical when you're playing quarterbacks like this. You have to keep him contained in the pocket, because the second he gets out of the pocket, we can see what happens.
Off the RPO, they'll get it to Brown. And he's in! Hollywood Brown! Touchdown, Chiefs! And Butker on for the extra point. He gets it to go. And the Chiefs move out to a 24-10 lead. So now it's Butker following the touchdown to send this one away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. Ritter. This one is complete to DK Metcalf. He's taken down, but just shy of midfield.
Whatever they've talked about in the locker room at the halftime break seems to have worked. They've come out with a new established energy. You could see it when they took the field. Now this offense seems to be building on it, because with that chunk play, just a little bit of rhythm that they can build off of. They got a long way to go to get back into this game, but so far off to a good start.
And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. Here's a 2nd and 6. Throwing is Ritter. There's a short one caught by Freiermuth. And they'll take this down inside the 35.
Just seems like every year, Mike, the tight end position just continues to grow within the passing game and establishes a bigger and bigger role. And listen, I know I'm biased, but if you want to have a good passing game, you better have a good tight end.
They go play action with Ritter. That's complete. Calvin Austin. And they are in great shape. He's taken down inside the 10.
These are the kind of plays that when you draw them up on the chalkboard, Mike, they all look great. But if you can't protect long enough, you're never going to get the receiver. I mean, think, he started on the left side of the formation in the slot, and he has to run all the way across the field to the right third. I mean, that takes a lot of time. Let's give a lot of credit to the big guys up front.
They'll try to run with Johnson. And he's going to lose yardage here. That's the way they'll switch ends as this third quarter has come to an end. Two plays at their disposal, but they'd love to get it right here on 3rd and goal. Back to throw, Ritter. And that is incomplete.
This has really been the story of this entire game, Mike. I mean, this pass rush has had the advantage over the offense pretty much from the jump. And they've already recorded a couple of sacks, a handful of close calls, and it's the pressure in the backfield is why this team finds themselves with the lead here late in this ballgame.
Field goal would only do so much. They need a touchdown to close the gap. It is 4th down and goal. going to be incomplete. They had to take that chance, trailing here in the fourth, but they will turn it over on down.
So the offense finds themselves in a tough situation. They're down by 2 scores late in this game. They know this is a prime opportunity. They need to play for a touchdown, and instead the defense makes a huge stand, and they got a chance now to close this game out.
That ball flutters to the ground. It's incomplete. Well, fortunate there wasn't a defender right there in the area. Could have been a turnover. Instead, it brings up second down.
I know it fell for an incompletion, but pretty impressive. He was able to push that ball really far downfield as he was being hit. Really says a lot about the arm strength that this quarterback has.
Mahomes now back near his own goal line. He'll get this complete to Worthy. And he's going to go out of bounds, but not until he's past the 25-yard line. 6 catches for him in the ball game now, and this one's good for a first down. Mahomes back. And he slides and covers up at the end, avoids the hit, and picked up decent yardage along the way.
Take a look at his eyes. You can see the quarterback clearly going through all of his progressions, and he's quick to realize there's nowhere to go with this ball. He makes the right decision and gets out of there, picks up some good yardage, and gets down on the ground.
Mahomes now on second down. In trouble, and down he goes.
Up until this point, this pass rush has been pretty non-existent, so a pretty good time in the game to get their first sack. They're trying to get off the field and give the ball back to their offense and see if they can pull off this comeback.
They need 8 as they come up for third down. To throw is Mahomes. That ball is caught on the sideline and both feet inbounds. A big third down pickup for a first down. 2 receptions for him on this drive. This one good for 16 yards. First down throw, Mahomes. Open man downfield is Brown. What about that? Out of bounds, all the way down inside the 15. Down at the 12. It's 1st and 10. Here's Mahomes. And he just does get that one away. He was being chased down, forced the awkward throw. And maybe he's fortunate that all it is an incompletion.
A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average, and frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out in front.
Throwing again, it's Mahomes. He'll swing one out wide to Pacheco.
All right, so there's really 3 areas that a modern NFL running back has to excel in. Number 1, the traditional handoffs. Number 2, you have to be excellent and reliable in pass protection, and maybe bigger than all of them, you have to be at least serviceable out of the backfield in the passing game.
Third and 6. Mahomes now to throw again. And that is incomplete.
Smart choice here by the quarterback. He's trying to extend the play outside the pocket, but this was really nice coverage. A lot of eyes on the quarterback. It looked like there was multiple guys anticipating a chance for a pick, but throws the ball away and lives for another snap. It's always a little bit of a letdown, Mike. You find yourself deep in the red zone and you have to settle for a short field goal like that. In this case, he's able to put it through, and they get 3.
After the made field goal, Butker back on the field to send this one away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. Now Ritter on first down. Metcalf left side. He's got it. That's a nice pickup on a first down throw. It's a gain of 8. They'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. From the gun, it's Ritter. We'll look underneath here for Johnson. And he's going to be taken down right at midfield.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down. On 2nd down, Ritter. This one grabbed by Austin. And he's out of bounds, but not until he gets inside the 25-yard line. Plenty of room after that catch. Big gainer of 23. They'll throw on first down with Ritter. He's got a man. It's Metcalf. They get 14 yards and set up 1st and goal.
And this is what the offense needed. Now, after that last completion, you still trail here in the 4th quarter. You need scores, and you need scores fast, so they cannot take their time. I wouldn't be surprised to get them right back up on the line of scrimmage and try to score here now that it's 1st and goal.
That one taken in. DK Metcalf. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. So Ritter will bring them to the line for this 2-point attempt. Back to throw. And he will go down. Doesn't even get a throw off. The try for 2 is unsuccessful. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. The return team gonna let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. Man in motion is Brown. Look to hit him with a jet sweep here to begin this drive. And he'll get this all the way down to the Chiefs' 38-yard line. They'll drop to throw. He'll get this complete to Pacheco. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
And that first down should all but do it, Mike. With only one remaining timeout, the defense just can't stop the clock enough. How to imagine it's victory formation, and we're a couple kneels away from this game being over.
Now Mahomes gives it to Pacheco. He is met and dropped. A couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage, too.
At this stage in the 4th quarter, great job by the defense, understanding exactly what the offense is trying to do. They're trying to bleed the clock, shorten the game. They completely sold out to stop the run, able to take them down for a loss.
And he'll get this ahead, gain of about 4, and it leads to 3rd down. this looks like a design run. And we'll get whistles and a timeout, so they will stop the clock. Closing seconds, game decided, but timeout anyway. The offense staying out there for this fourth down. Here's Mahomes. This one incomplete. The defense up to the challenge there. They force the incompletion, and they'll take the ball over on downs.
You know, more often than not in the NFL, games are won based on who wins critical downs. Well, that fourth down attempt right there was exactly that, and this defense came up huge for a big-time fourth down stop.
Under pressure, and down he goes. They got him. So this one in the win column for the Chiefs. They will continue on in these playoffs. They're now one step away from a Super Bowl appearance. We'll have a tough one coming up next Sunday in the conference championship game. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. The Chiefs victorious, as we say, so long from Arrowhead.
I said, okay, okay, loser. We go way, way back. I won't say okay, boomer. Sweet, I brush my teeth, but still my tooth hurt. You cannot come to the cookout. Get your hand up at the cooler. She was in my seat. I had to scoot her. She was at her knees. I had to boot her. She just let the team like we ain't knew her. She just let the team like, okay, loser. Yeah, okay, loser. I ain't out on my lonesome. They want me Versace. I put the girl in they top teeth. Rock on my hand, make the rock wanna flock to the stands, cause my op always watching. I said, okay, loser. We go way back, I won't say okay, boomer. Sweet, I brush my teeth, but still my tooth hurt. You cannot come to the cookout, get your hand up out the cooler. She was in my seat, I had to scoot her. She was at her knees, I had to boot her. She just left the team like we ain't knew her. She just left the team like, okay, loser. Okay, loser. And I said, loser. Why the always coming out the woodwork? Don't know why she mad, cause ain't nothing I did to her. She just out here plotting on my, I call her steward. She the lowest, she so down and out of sewer. Growed up, back your age, you immature. Maybe one day you gon' create some allure. Maybe one day you'll be great and go on tour. Like me, hey, okay, loser. We go way back, I won't say okay, boomer. Sweet, I brush my teeth, but still my tooth hurt. You cannot come to the cookout, get your hand up